Morning, everyone. Steve here at MidLifeADV1972 on the morning of my 54th birthday. And it is cold, folks. The thermometer on my truck right now says minus 32 degrees Celsius. When I woke up this morning, about 7 o'clock, it said minus 37 degrees Celsius, minus 47 with wind chill. Good Canadian winter. So I thought I'd give you an update on that and what's going on in my life. And for anybody living in a warmer climate, I know apparently across the country in the northern United States it is unseasonably cold. But if I got any viewers south of here, let me explain what minus 37 degrees Celsius, minus 47 degrees Celsius with the wind means. Kill you kind of cold. I don't imagine you would, without proper clothing and proper gear, I don't think you would last a half an hour out in this weather without getting severe frostbite and stuff like that. But coming from here, we're used to it. We know it's coming. We get a couple weeks of this every year. If not every day this cold, but cold. Minus 30 on a regular basis for a couple weeks every year. This is a little extreme, but that's the way it is. You prepare for it, you make sure you got the right kind of clothing. And most of the vehicles here have block heaters, so you plug them in, and a lot of times if you got a good battery, they'd start. But let me put this in perspective. Yesterday, with a fairly new battery in my truck, it's only about a year old, and about a 7-year-old truck, even plugged in all night, it did not want to start. I had to put a boost pack on it, so it is cold. So we just let things warm up around here, and we just learn how to do it. I don't know if you can see behind me what it looks like. There's like this cold moisture fog in the air, and what we up here call hoarfrost all over everything. I'm actually going to turn around the camera just so you guys can get a little bit of perspective of what's going on. A little bit of foggy look to everything, and if you look up into the trees, that frost hanging on it, I think what's causes it is moisture in the air, and it freezes on the branches. Like I said, I think up here we call it hoarfrost. So that's what we have to deal with. Another thing that's going on in my life that I really hope works out is kind of a dream I've had for a long time. Before my separation, and more since my separation, change in my life as far as living conditions. I'm not gonna spill all the beans because I don't know if what I hope is gonna happen happens. I'll know a little bit more tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you a little video on that tomorrow. But for today, we're just taking it easy. It's my birthday. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I do know I need to go buy some coffee and a few groceries. Probably go give a little visit to the people that brought me here, my parents. Might go to the shop and do a little bit of work. I really don't know. Just going to kind of play it by ear and see what life brings. Probably won't be doing a whole lot of outdoor stuff, I can promise you that. Just noticed a little something in the landscape here. In the few blocks I've driven since I've been talking about this. I went through kind of a foggy area where the hoarfrost was on the trees, and then all of a sudden I came to this other side of it within about a block area, and that little bit of winter fog is gone and the trees are hoarfrost free. So I don't know if it's a better thing to be hoar free or not, you know. I guess that's up to public opinion whether whores are a good thing or not. Listen to me being a little bit of a crude joker on my birthday. Today I think I've earned it, so I might make a few crude jokes and swear a little bit. So yeah, what I like to do in the winter here, especially when it's this cold, I actually bring up the transmission temperature on my vehicle. I let it warm up a little bit, and then I drive really slow for the first few minutes at least. Watch the transmission temperature. I like to see it get up to between 15 and 20 degrees Celsius before I push it too hard. That also gives everything else a chance to get lubed up. Differentials, transfer cases, get everything moving, because in this temperature, I don't care what kind of oil you put in things, it's hard on things. You got to give things a little bit of time to warm up. Even the tires are flat sided from sitting. Everything bumps until everything gets moving and the rubber gets a little bit warmer. So that's my very cold morning birthday update for today. I'm gonna give you some more this weekend though. Like I said, I've got a pretty cool update coming tomorrow, I hope. I'm not gonna spill the beans completely before, you know, I know for sure, because it's a pretty big thing. I'm very, very hopeful, and if you've listened to me at all in the few videos I've done, my 40 subscribers, hope is a pretty big thing to me. Faith is a pretty big thing to me. So I'm very hopeful about what happens tomorrow. And that's my update for today, folks. I'm gonna let you go. Probably make a little video, another little video later on that I'll share with you. But for now, I just want to say, remember, no matter how old you get, you're never too old to do cool shit. Peace.